Hey everyone, we're live. What do you think about my cute little crown? My little crown. Oh, the sun's coming through. It looks so nice and shiny. Ooh, some dope henna in the corner of that book. I love that book. Some henna body art. All right, let's go live. We're going to talk about the myths and misconceptions and mistakes that people make when it comes to henna. All right, let's get started. So you might be wondering, like, why is Khadijah wearing this crown? Well, I am basically wearing this crown because I think it's so cute. I love it, and basically I want to see myself in it. I want to try it out before we do this photo shoot this Sunday. We're going to be doing a photo shoot on. Let me see if I got that all ready. Got that all set up. Okay, got my iPad always set up. Yeah, we have a photo shoot this Sunday for our Moroccan hair and beauty collection that's coming out really soon. There's going to be pre-orders coming out next month, so stay tuned for that. It's going to be an amazing 10-piece collection, and you guys are just going to love it. You're going to love it, love it, love it, love it, love it, and just as much as I love this crown. This crown is part of the photo shoot because I want to focus on the traditional women of Morocco. The women traditionally use, they make time for themselves too. They go to the spa, they do the whole like hammam experience. They and when they're getting married, they have crown and jewels, and this represents the Berber woman, just a really traditional, free, beautiful women that the strength of the women, just and the beauty of the women. So this is a really nice crown. I really like it. It's so cute. And it's really pretty, so it's going to be in the photo shoot. I can't wait for you guys all to see. I'm going to be giving you all sneak peeks on our Instagram page, so I hope you follow us on Instagram. It's Henna Souk, and that's where you'll be able to see all the happenings of the photo shoot and see this beautiful crown in action on our gorgeous model. So yeah, hey, thank you so much. I'm so glad to see you all. I'm looking at all your comments over here. That's great. I love it. I love it. So you guys are so awesome. Perfect. So let's just jump into everything. Let's just jump into some of the myths of henna. And please tune in and let me know what myths you've heard or what you know about. And everything that you've heard and even mistakes people make, some of the misconceptions. So let's keep it real. Let's keep it honest and real. And let's just get the facts out there. The facts about henna. One of the first things, and I'm looking at my computer on the side because I do have this article published on our website at Henna Souk. So if you go to our blog, and you can either download the PDF for free, or you can read it right from the computer, your iPad, your phone. You can just read it right there on our blog. In the search bar, all you have to do is type in misconceptions or mistakes, and the blog article should come right up, and you can read some great information. So a lot of people wonder, first, so these are some of the common things that I've come across. That people think that henna is like a chemical or some type of ink. Henna is a plant, actually. It's the same name for the product henna, and the art form is the name of the plant. Like henna is just, if you speak a different language, you might hear someone say mendi or henni en français in French, because I do speak French. And so you'll hear like different ways that people say what henna, the name of henna, because they speak a different language. That's all. But henna is a plant. So does henna make more than one color? Is that possible? What about these boxes of henna color that I pick up out of the store? Like, are those really real henna? There might be real henna in it, but it's usually like a blend. And people and companies are trying to sell you like a henna color, so they just think that it'll be just easier for you to have it all in one, but really you don't get the same good results and consistent results, because each of the herbs in it actually need a different time for dye release. Like the henna and the indigo, all of you know that they need different times for dye release. So it's not always like really like consistent. So that's the thing, like you're gonna get better results when you have control over your recipe and whatnot. It's really important, and it's very easy to do. It's so easy. And what else? The henna colors. And sometimes people think that henna can lighten your hair. They wonder, they ask for these very interesting color tones and results that they want to get. But henna is a plant based translucent hair dye. It also stains the skin, to make beautiful body art, but it doesn't strip your natural hair color. It's not like a chemical, like a bleaching chemical. It's not a chemical conventional hair dye. It deposits onto your hair, and it'll give you that natural like hue. So henna gives you like a reddish tone naturally. And since henna colors don't like truly exist, you create your own henna, your like tones with like indigo, making it more brown to black, and henna also um, is basically you see where there's different types of henna, different names of henna. It's because sometimes some of the hennas are from different countries. So for us, we name our henna powders according to where it comes from. Like you have organic Rajasthani Indian henna, India, from Rajasthan. Then you have Moroccan henna powder that's from Morocco, and so forth. Some of them have a unique name, though, like Red Raj, but we make it unique because the Red Raj specifically is from the organic Rajasthani farm, but they both can't have the same name. So it's a unique henna powder just to its own, just on its own. Because and how this powder has become so unique is it's really simple actually. They use a machine that sorts the henna leaves, and they like sort it based on like the greenest, most potent, and also like the small, really like the really rich leaves, like any of the small, really green leaves it's all dried at the time. But it's just that the machine sorts to get the best henna leaves, and the best henna leaves produce the best color, of the dye, the highest dye content. So that's how we get Red Raj, because of the dye content being so high, because of the best leaves, the highest quality of henna to get the best results. It's as easy as that. Yeah, definitely. And what about neutral henna? Does neutral henna exist? Well, neutral henna actually doesn't exist because, again, henna is henna. And, like, even when it comes to black tones, you don't use black henna, you're actually using indigo. If you read the ingredients, it'll say like indigo ferra tinctoria always in those blends and those recipes. It's indigo. And neutral henna is like really Cassia bovata. So again, it goes back to big box brands trying to like rename the products and making it like easy for you all, but it causes more confusing because then you're like, well, what is it? Really, But Cassia has all the benefits of henna, except it doesn't produce that reddish color. It will definitely have just like it'll just work with your natural hair color, except if you have grays and blonde hairs, it can deposit a golden tone, and it's semi-permanent. It's not permanent like henna is. And people ask that too. How often do you have to do henna? Well, it's every 4 to 6 weeks, or as fast as your hair grows. So it really does depend on that. But henna is a permanent hair color, so it has to grow out. Yeah. Hey, Wendy. Hey, commenter number 1. Hey, thank you. Yeah, I explained a little earlier why I have a Moroccan crown on. But we have a photo shoot this Sunday for our new Moroccan collection. It's a 10-piece hair and beauty collection. So excited about it. So I was just like, let me try it on and see, how it looks, and put it in the video, do something different, have some fun. Yeah, and that was really cool. So it's fun. Anyhow, it's all good, all fun and games. And so what about, colorists and stylists that say that you can't use chemical hair colors or chemical treatments like perms and texlaxers and different, what about those? Like, are those myths? Or are they facts? Like, how do you know? Because you looking at the colorists and the stylists as someone that you would look up to, someone that has studied cosmetology schools. You're looking at the people that have studied and done that as those who have the knowledge. But ask yourself this: first of all, what do they teach about henna in those schools, and do they have a henna hair expert in those schools? No, they don't. And whose hand is in the pot of the cosmetology schools? It's about money. It's about money. What products are they pushing? Ask yourself that. Like, why would they promote henna, if that's not even the product that they're pushing there, that they want you to use and you want you to learn about? They want to make money with like the chemicals, the fast stuff. Get in my chair and let's do this, and then get on out. Like let's. It's about, and I understand that. I understand that people are working hard and are trying to make a living. I completely understand it and I respect that. The only thing I'm really asking is that colorists and stylists, cosmetology schools are honest, that they take the initiative to bring in experts like myself who are experts in henna hair color, natural Ayurvedic hair care, and give people options. Don't just cut it down. Like I've heard that we were on Instagram before, and someone said in the first week they go to school, they learn like how bad henna is, and like just to cut henna like completely out. Like don't even touch it, never use it. It's so horrible. Maybe a colorist and stylist had someone sit in a chair and that person didn't use the henna for hair products properly, and their hair looks horrible. It's dried out, it's breaking, it looks like straw. Like, but did that client use the henna properly? If the colorist or stylist hasn't been trained in henna hair color, how are they? They're just gonna presume like, yeah, wow, I was taught henna's bad, and look, this client, their hair is horrible. No, like it's important. First of all, the first question is, are you using henna according to your hair focus, your hair type, and your hair texture? That is key. That's the henna for hair checklist. That's really, really important. That's the checklist that you got to ask. Are you using it correctly? If you're not using it correctly, you're going to have negative results. Like we had a client even recently, maybe in the last month, they just wanted a full refund. They were just adamant and angry. Like we were trying to be helpful to just explain that if they use henna in general, they're going to get the same results at any company, any brand. So they really, and they had nothing in their cart that would help with the moisture, with the issue that they were having. They hadn't purchased anything to help their hair texture, their hair needs. You have to have like aloe vera powder. It's a must, and I say every week. I'm really highly considering just having, when we go to the farms, I say, hey, can we have aloe vera powder in every single herb that we carry, every single henna? Because it's so important. Like it just, the moisture has to be there. And we have to, if people are not getting the information that they need, maybe there's a ton of other henna companies out there, and not everyone teaches every week like I do. Rarely for the certification programs are out there, but there are colorists and stylists that are trying to learn about natural hair color. Don't worry, they're out there and they're coming around, but the majority still are not experts in henna hair color. And the cosmetology schools, because the big brands and the big L'Oreal, the companies, or whoever color, I don't even know if it's L'Oreal, but whoever is running those schools and pushing their product in the schools, that's what they want to promote. Obviously, it's common sense. Why would they promote henna? They don't even carry henna. They don't even basically care about henna, really, to be honest. It's like going to a conventional, like a regular doctor. The pharmaceutical companies go to the regular doctor because the doctor's going to push like the prescription drugs. Okay, you might need it. It may be facts, but they're going to push that first. But whereas a naturopath is going to push like a natural alternative. There are natural alternatives. Don't cut something down before you try it. Give it a shot. Just give it a shot. And then if it doesn't work out for you, I respect that. But have all the information necessary. Some people are protein sensitive. They need to add, moisture. Maybe their curls like just started to like not be curly anymore. There's a lot of naturalistas that love their curls. I love your curls. Why would I want you to lose curls? Like why? That if your hair is gorgeous, like I can look at a lot of clients, and almost like gauge what henna would work for them, what color combination, what they need. With chemical color, I can always see the damage. Like you can tell, you can see the strands. It's just in the stiffness of the hair. No life, no. I don't know. I don't really not fond of hair that does look like that. I love beautiful curly hair and straight hair, and but hair that flows, and like it flows with you as a person. Like it just like is you. It's just And that shows the health of you. You know, do you drink lots of water? Drink lots of water. Eat well. Like all those things are really important. It's just not about the products. You're gonna do these great masks and treat your hair too, but you also have to be eating right, and you have to, there are other factors that go into how your hair looks. And I know all of you know that. I don't even need to tell you. Oh, I got a lot of comments. Let me take a look here. Katam. Katam is an herb that grows in Yemen, and it makes the hair more like brown tones. So katam, we used to carry it, but unfortunately can't really import from Yemen, so it's very difficult to get. But an alternative to katam is organic indigo. It literally produces the same results, so it's really great. Use organic indigo instead. Yes, cassia can. Not always, like not if you use it really quickly and mix it up, you probably won't get much change. Like you apply it and it won't, not much change. But if you let it sit out for some of the dye to release, like maybe 3 to 4 hours, you should get some like golden tone. So you should try it out. Definitely, Miss Diane, try it out. I read on the blog that one reason is because, oh yeah. Yeah, I actually have heard that, especially for fine hair strands. Commenter number 1, if you leave henna on too like long, it's just too much for the hair. Like 3 to 4 hours is good, and then if you have a heat cap or a dryer, you can cut that time in like half. So definitely, it can be a lot. Like you don't need to leave it on so long, and you need to listen to your hair. Like do what your hair wants. It's trying to tell you. It's trying to like relay that to you. It's a matter of like listening to your hair and making those adjustments that you need. And if you're not really sure, you just come and ask like an expert like myself, or someone that you trust that knows your hair and understands your natural hair. And moisture, even if they're not into natural hair, like someone that has knowledge. And yeah, exactly. So Diane, that's a great question. So what do you do to repair like the damage that has been done? Definitely deep conditioning treatments. Give your hair a break from the henna and the Ayurvedic hair treatments, because ideally like they should be done only every 4 to 6 weeks. They don't need to be done so often. Some people need root touch-ups if you have grays and you want to like get those covered. But generally speaking, deep conditioning, moisturizing, give your hair a bit of a break. If you definitely can do that. Moisture though, your hair needs moisture. I'm a firm believer in moisturizing your hair when it's damp. There's a lock method that Alakay has that I really love. That's a great method to do the lock, which is the lock method is a leave-in, oil, and then cream. So, but basically, like when your hair is damp and wet, after you do your treatments in general, wash your hair. Like with one of our co-washes is really, really good. It'll really help with the moisture. Definitely, once it's damp, moisturize right away with a good hair oil or leave-in, and then you can like seal it with usually like coconut oil, like Coco Veda hair oil that we have works well. If not, you can use your regular styling products as well. That works well. But just keep your eye on your hair. Like when you're trying new regimens, write everything down. Keep note of what your hair likes and what your hair doesn't like. Yeah, and commenter number 1, some people love that the henna relaxes their hair, elongates their curls in their hair strands. So that's fine. If you love that, then you don't need amla powder. But if you want to maintain curls and volume, then you have to have amla powder in your recipe. And that, again, it's an easy little tweaks and little adjustments. Either it's yes or no. And most of the time, this is a yes, so to be honest. Most people could use aloe vera. Not only does aloe vera help moisturize the whole recipe, it makes the recipe for your hair really smooth and creamy. If you've ever used aloe vera powder and did it before, you'll notice a difference in the texture of the paste. And oh hey, it's Courtney. Oh, so Courtney okay, I got it now. On Instagram is Court Violetta, but your name is Courtney Violetta. Okay, got you. Courtney. I love that. Courtney's hair is gorgeous, by the way, guys. Yeah. Yay! Yes, you're looking at the 50% off. And the 50% off is on the currently on already reduced products. If not, some of you asked last week if we can have 50% off. We did run the 50% sale, started this morning. It's on the sale products currently, like just the items that are currently in the sale category. But if you're going to grab from there, but you also want the hair wash and the co-wash, we do have liquid hair washes. We have 3 different kinds, and we have 3 co-washes. So you can choose. They're basically the same formulation, but the scent is really what's unique. The most popular right now that people are really loving, that is like flying off the shelf, that's the one that we're probably going to launch in a bigger, like 16. I'm looking at actually a 32-ounce size. We have to do a few tests because we got to see if behind the scenes type thing where you have to check to see if a pump works or a cap. We have to test those things out and see if it works. So what I recommend is right now what's flying off the shelves is the Cassia Neem hair wash, and then the matching co-wash. It's in a white and green bottle. Like the hair wash is in a white bottle, white gold, and then the co-wash is in a green and gold bottle. And what people really love, I feel, about those particular ones, that because it's infused with rosemary, clary sage, and tangerine. If you are particular to a scent, the real order is actually rosemary, tangerine, and then clary sage. So I find that those co-washes smell like tangerine, which I really like, with a hint of the rosemary and the clary sage. It's like a perfect balance. So those are the best ones. If I had to recommend, I would definitely recommend those. They really work well. Commenter number 1. So you got the information for the 50% off. So let me know if you need me to repeat that. It's at hennasoup.com. And other things. Yeah. So what, Diane, are you feeling like your hair is just not recovering? You're still feeling dryness issues? Like nothing is really working? Like it's just not feeling good? Like is there anything that you think that you're doing that you could change? But the goddess hair treatment should be good. It has rose petal powder and aloe vera powder. I feel like it's a well balanced. It's not, and it doesn't have henna in it where it's as drying as it can be. Goddess hair is really good. Well, how do you feel after you use the goddess hair? Like, can you be more specific as to what of the products that you're using is it still feeling like dried out? Like, is it the hair color, the henna hair color, or is the goddess, like what is it? Are you spacing out your treatments? Like, are you doing them every 4 to 6 weeks with like a non-coloring treatment in between? I'm curious to see like how often you're doing those. Oh, hey, Kathy, darling, you're new to the YouTube. I don't think I've seen you in our YouTube. Thanks for joining us, and you're welcome. And let me see. I'm reading at the same time, guys. So, Kathy, you said, can amla help naturally straight hair become? Yes, it can, Kathy. Like the amla powder, depending on your hair, it can help it become like kind of curly, like more wavy and more, but it depends on your hair. Like if your hair is like a heavy hair strand, it might not work as well, like especially if your hair is long. For me personally, sometimes like amla powder for me helps maintain, like the wave and of my hair. But sometimes it just, I have very like dense, like heavy strands, so it's kind of like, it doesn't always work as well when my hair is really long versus like when I get like a cut. So I know you guys can't see. If you can visualize, if I want my hair shorter, definitely it's easier to get like that volume and that kind of curl like back, definitely. So you can definitely try it out, Kathy. Oh, you're so welcome. You're new to henna? Oh my gosh, Kathy. Well, welcome. So good. And where are all of you at? Or is everyone in the U.S. or anybody out of the country? Hey, D Hammer, are you also or you've been in one of the classes, right? Let me see your question here. How do you use sweet honey hair nurture? It's thick. Yeah, exactly. Well, actually, that's a really good question. The sweet honey hair nurture is very thick. Your hair has to be damp. I definitely recommend if you can warm some of it up a little bit, like maybe on just warming some of it up. You can add a little water. If you add even a little bit of water, a little bit of conditioner, it can give it slip, but you'll automatically get it. If you warm it up, make sure it's gentle warming. Don't like make it too warm. If you warm it, not microwave too, you try to use like a pot over hot water or something, and just take out a few scoops. If you do that, it'll kind of melt down, and then you apply it to your hair, all over by sections. Wrap your hair, leave it on for an hour or two, and then you can wash it out, and it'll just come right out. But your hair should be damp. Don't do that on dry hair, because honey can pull your hair. Great question. She slightly warms it up. Okay, Deborah, that's great. Hey, Melody. Okay, so I have a question. When you can someone When you said you can do it. Okay, that's a great question. Yeah, so Melody, so you can do them like back to back. Like say you're doing a two-step process, you could do the henna first, and then you could do the indigo as a second step. Do note if your indigo is not really working well, that you should add indigo also to the henna in the first step. Just putting that out there. That because sometimes people are like, my indigo didn't work and it really kind of sucked. But if you add the indigo and henna in the first step, like equal proportions of each, and then follow up the indigo, that works really well. But you can do it back to back if you have time. If you don't have time, do it from that point up to 3 days. So that's 72 hours. So you don't have to wait. It's just a matter like if you have time within those 3 days. Does that make sense? Like once you do that first step, make sure you don't wait too long, basically, but max 3 days. And yeah, that makes sense. Oh, you're in Georgia. Speaking of Georgia, we'll be in Atlanta in for the World Natural Hair Show in April. What is the last weekend of April? Is that April 26th? That whole weekend, whatever the date is for the last weekend of April, we are in Atlanta at the World Natural Hair Show. We're gonna have a stage. We're gonna be doing hair right on stage live. You're gonna see. It's gonna be so exciting. I'm like so excited. There's gonna be a free henna in the pamper zone as well. It's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be fabulous. Like I just so excited about that. So that's really gonna be fun. Another question. I'm still kind of dry, but so far I've only done the henna. Okay. Okay. All right. So Diane, and then you said that you do add aloe vera powder, right? And you are moisturizing and doing a leave-in afterwards. Do you use a co-wash and the hair wash and the aloe vera powder, Diane? Oh, Alaska. Okay, Alaska. Well, I know snow. Is it Alaska isn't always cold and snowy though, right? I mean, you guys have summer and the four seasons, right? I've never been there, but I had a friend from Alaska, and she was really, she's cool. It's cool, like the things that she shared about Alaska is really nice. I'm from Montreal though, personally. I'm from Montreal, Canada, but I do, we're based out of Maryland though. Like I don't live in Montreal right now. I'm in Maryland, California. Okay. Oh, hammer, I like that. That's great. That's great. That's working out for you? Okay. Okay, I like that melody. That's really good. Good. So that's excellent. Okay. Oh, and you're New Yorkville. Oh, Courtney, you were so close. You're just like in New York. I used to live in New York. I used to live in Riverdale of the Bronx, and one of my sons was born there 18 years ago. I can't believe it. I have like a 19 and an 18-year-old. And this year they're going to be 20 and 19. The time just like flies. Like when I started Henna Souk, they were, how old were they? They were like 6 and 5. So that they were so tiny. So one time I did henna their hair. It's so cute, and their hair came out so red. Oh my gosh, it's so cute though. Yeah. Whoop whoop. Yeah. Okay, Diane. Yeah, definitely see if that helps. But you do need to do the co-wash, and you definitely have to have the aloe vera powder for sure. What other myths and misconceptions? I'm just curious. Like we have like a great group in here. We have a lot of great comments. I don't always see these comments like in the video when I post and save it. Do you guys know how that works on YouTube? Or I'm just not looking properly. Like, where does the chat go? Because this is great information for like, I wish everyone could see it. And again, when you do your hair, please tag us. I was mentioning this earlier on Instagram. Definitely tag us, and share. Because we're trying to like definitely get that information out to people. Squash all these myths and misconceptions and mistakes. We're definitely trying to, tackle that. Oh, you guys want to talk about lemon juice? Lemon juice. So lemon juice is super drying for your hair. Yeah, it's super drying. Please don't use lemon juice. A lot of old school information, and probably I made the same mistake in the beginning when we started out until we learned, because we're always learning. I just didn't wake up one day and say, wow, I'm an expert in henna hair color. Like you learn over time, and then you begin to understand, and you're studying, you're testing things out, and you're getting customer like feedback. So lemon juice, I just saw like how horrible it is. It's not a liquid that we recommend. Do not mix your henna with lemon juice. Indigo definitely doesn't like it at all. It won't even work. So just distilled water, apple cider vinegar, green tea. That's a huge no. I have to. There's two blogs I really want to write about, like and I haven't had a chance since. I think I said this last week that I'm gonna do one on lemon juice. And then I also want to do an article on like a checklist. I want to make a checklist that I feel like it's very important when you're starting to do henna that you decide like what's your hair focus, the recipe based on your hair texture, and you're doing your recipe based on your hair type. Yeah. So, oh, D Hammer, I've been to Los Angeles though. I've been a couple of times, so I definitely have been to Los Angeles. I was just there in July. So I would definitely love to come back to the West Coast and teach. I definitely love the LA area. It's a lot of fun. It's just a matter of like if there's an event, of course it has to be a draw for me to be able to come to California to make it worth it because I'm all the way on the East Coast. Someone wants to fly me in, I will definitely be there for sure. Definitely for sure. Yeah, so we have beautiful short. Oh. Well, Kathy, that's a really good question. I wouldn't recommend mixing the goddess hair with the henna and indigo because the goddess hair is really its own treatment on its own. If you mix that with the henna and indigo, you're gonna totally dilute the color and you won't get the same color results. So focus on also when you're doing hair color, focus on all the ingredients necessary for successful, hair coloring treatment. And when you're doing your non-coloring treatments, do that in between. That will be ideal. And that Melody, Courtney said there's a live chat replay on saved video, but they won't be in the comment, but people can. Oh, they can still see the chat. I was trying to see the chat afterwards, but I kept clicking and. I don't know, maybe because I'm the one who owns the channel, I couldn't figure it out. I'll keep playing with it and try again. Thanks, Courtney, I appreciate it. And Melody, you asked about the honey nourisher. Okay, cool. All right, I like that. That's great. I love that. That's a great tip. I love that. Diana, I believe the goddess hair already has aloe vera powder in it. I think so, right? I'm like drawing a blank. If it already has aloe vera powder in it, don't add more. You don't need more than that. If not, then you can add per package. You only need a teaspoon. So that would be good. You can replay the chat. There's a button under the video next to the live chat. Okay. Oh, that's how it looks like on commenting more on your phone. Okay, that is a good point. I wasn't trying from my phone. I was trying from the desktop. So maybe I'll look on my phone, but I really wanted to get to work on the desktop because I think I asked this question too last week. How many of you are on your phone versus your desktop? Like, can you guys let me know if you're on your iPhone or mobile device? Can you say like iPhone or cell phone down below, and then if you're on a desktop, just say desktop. I'm just curious to know like how you're all tuning in because that information kind of helps me lay out how it looks, and how it comes out. I'm curious. You're welcome. Okay. It does have. Okay, thank you, Kathy. I appreciate that. I was just drawing a blank. I was like, I think it has aloe vera powder, but I didn't want to say the wrong information. What's another myth or mistake? I think we talked about a lot of stuff. What else does almost forgot. Metal bowls. You'll get some clients that are people that will tell me sometimes on some of my videos, like, you can't use a metal bowl. You can use a metal bowl, actually. You can safely with our product line. You can use a metal bowl, like stainless steel, because our henna powder doesn't have metallic salts or compound henna. It doesn't have any, conflicting ingredients. It's pure henna, pure herb. It's like everything is 100% like raw natural ingredients. Nothing conflicts with metal bowls. I like stainless steel bowls a lot because I'm a bit of a, I don't think I have OCD, but I'm very like into using glass and stainless steel, especially number one, when I'm mixing a lot of my products. Like I use glass, like or ceramic like this, because I want you guys to be able to see clearly. I find that for me, you might wonder, why do I use these rather than stainless steels when I'm doing the videos? First, they're smaller. I don't really have a lot of tiny metal bowls, but you can see it better. I like that you can see like the colors of the powders. You know that I want you all to see the colors, so I like using these type of bowls, and they're small, they're convenient. But anyhow, I like stainless steel a lot. It's easy to clean. It's not porous. I don't like plastic. I'm just like, even the stuff that we use in our own home, like cups. I don't like using plastic. I really like using glass. Glass containers, and when we make our own products here at Henna, we also use stainless steel. They're easy to clean. All the parts are getting made in stainless steel. Like even most brands and companies that manufacture their own products, it's usually like stainless steel. They can wash it. Their mixing systems are all stainless steel. They're easy to clean, and it makes you maintain more of a high quality standard, and that's really important. You know, the standard of quality must be maintained. You know, you don't want to mess any product up because people are putting that on their body. You know, so I that's what I like. That's what I say to that. Super excited. That's great. What I'm looking at Deborah, that is really a good point too. For clays, did you know that's a really good point, because I almost made the mistake of having our clays packaged in like you know how the henna, if any of you bought like our henna products, you know how like when you open this up, it's like lined with like it's like is it aluminum or foil? You know what I see? I forget what the tech. I'm drawing a blank with that too now. But you know how when you open this up, it's lined like with like a foil. It's like kind of like not metal, but it's a like aluminum foil type pouches, right? Yeah, we almost put clays in there. And that, did you know that clays with clays in general and the minerals like that, you really shouldn't use actually a not a mineral, oh god, a stainless steel bowl, because that changes the composition of that clay, that mineral, and makes it into something else. So we almost did that, and when we were in Morocco doing our research, we were like, oh my gosh, that is really good to know, because we have 3 clays coming from Morocco for a new collection. It's going to be Rasul clay, green clay, and red clay from the Atlas Mountains of Morocco. So yeah, clay. Thank you, Deborah. I really appreciate that you said that. For henna, yes, you can use metal. If you're using any clay treatments, ideally don't use metal. Just use like glass. Keep it with glass. Glass would be great, and then mix it up, and then use it as a mask on your face or on your hair. Clay treatments are really, really good for that. And what else? Cell phone. Okay, great. It does. I just got. Okay, awesome. Adding boiling water. Oh yes, thank you, commenter number 1. Yes, no boiling water. Even though I've gone over some of the recipes with some of the influencers that we've worked with, I think some made a mistake still of using boiling water. When you're using any liquid in general, like even it's tea, it's ACV, it should be warm to hot, but not boiling, and not cold. So just in between and just right. You know, that's will help the dye release. You know, yeah. Yeah, Tracy, that's a great point. Some people say they use an iron pot. Personally, to be honest, I don't have experience with it. It's not something I was actually really interested in, only because iron pot sounds very heavy. I have iron like kitchenware, and it's really heavy, so I don't really feel like mixing my henna in something that's going to be heavy. That's why I also don't use glass as much. I don't want to, I just want like the lightweight of stainless steel, but you can try it out. Definitely try it out, because people do it. It's not going to be harmful as far as I'm aware, but some people like iron, especially those who are Indian. There's a lot of talk about Indians that culturally, when they grew up with, because henna grows there. So that's what I've noticed, that they like to use iron pots sometimes, but it's not very common that I've seen a lot of, not lately. What else? Yeah, can I add henna? Yes, D-Hammer, you can add henna to the goddess, but as I mentioned earlier, if you do add henna to the goddess, like the color is gonna be way different. You might not get as much coppery tone, but make sure, if you want to try to get coppery and you do decide to use henna and goddess hair, at least make sure to do 50-50, equal parts of each. So that you can get some of that copper pulled out. Try that and let me know. Tag us. I would love to see how it came out. What other comments do we have here? I have lots of gray roots, natural light. Oh, okay, the black. Can I? Yeah, definitely. Yeah. No, you can redo all of your hair. Definitely, Kathy, redo all of your hair and make sure to get it. It'll build up. See, that's the great thing about henna is that it will build up. Like the first time you do it, or the first couple of times, we say it's been a while, all the new growth, it will like start to like layer. Like you will get like. Oh, sorry guys, got interrupted. I should have put on do not disturb. Okay, so you're all still there, right? Just make sure you're all there. Sorry about that. So, what was I saying? I was saying, yeah, oh, now it threw me off. Let me see. Oh, yeah, you can. I was telling Kathy, yes, you could definitely redo your hair. I can't wait to see how it comes out. Definitely. That should create more consistent, like, color for sure. So who's Green Beauty? Is Green Beauty also the same person, the same name on Instagram? I want to check that person out. Who's that? Tell me more about Green Beauty. Maybe I should do a collab with them. Do they use henna and different products? I'm curious. Who's that? Oh, yeah, exactly. That's great that she put that out there when it comes to the clays. That's a really good point. When we get our new clay, I'll definitely put that out there. The bowl that comes with the collection, when we release the Moroccan Hair and Beauty collection next month, that's what we'll be taking pre-orders, and then it'll officially launch and be shipping in March. The bowl that we have is a beautiful traditional like Moroccan clay, it's a clay bowl. It's so cute. So you guys will be able to mix up your recipes right in there. And yeah, and she's, yeah. Yeah, you can definitely, Diane, add a little bit more of the aloe. That's fine. Just make sure it's not too much. But yeah, you could definitely use a little bit more aloe vera, but if you need more moisture, that's fine as well. You could definitely do that. That's great. Love Green Beauty. Oh, who's Green Beauty? I'm gonna check her out. I'm definitely gonna check her out. Do any of you know where Green Beauty is based out of? I'd love to check her out. That's so cool. That's awesome. Is she also on Instagram? I'm just so curious now. I'm like, I'm gonna check her out definitely. So are there any other myths or misconceptions, anything that you all can think of? I mean, if you do think of something, let me know in the comments below. We're about to wrap up. Any last questions, any comments, anything else? I'm just trying to breeze through here and see. I think that we're good. Like if you have any comments, so definitely post them. And I appreciate all of you. Thank you for tuning in again. And the photo shoot's this Sunday, so if you follow us on Instagram at Henna Soup, you'll get to see like all the behind the scenes of the photo shoot. We got a cute, beautiful little space, and then this crown will be on my gorgeous photo. It's just gonna be so much fun. So I will see you all. Also, if you can't make it then, I will see you next week at 12 p.m. Eastern Time Zone in Wednesday. On Wednesday next week, 12 p.m. Eastern Time Zone. So, all right, you are so welcome. Thank you. I was so glad to hear that, Kathy. That is amazing. I'm just so happy. You don't even know how happy I am to hear that. So let's spread the facts. Let's spread the facts of henna. And I hope you all have an amazing day. We'll see you all next time. Bye.